Doctor, I'm so sick. The sun has special frequencies of light that activate the mitochondria.
Little organelle in all of our cells, except for red blood cells, called the mitochondria. And I have to say it, what is the mitochondria? It's the powerhouse of the cell, right? So it's the thing that makes energy. What we didn't know at the time is that as we get older, the output from these batteries in our cells drops by about 70%.
Damn.
Can you imagine running your house on 70% less energy? In a lot of these diseases, they are rooted in mitochondrial dysfunction. Basically, sunlight is made up of so many different types of wavelengths. You've got ultraviolet on one end, which of course makes vitamin D, and it's very beneficial. It's the type of light from the sun that is very short wave, but cannot penetrate very deeply. Was that basically the infrared radiation that's coming in to the body is able to stimulate and upregulate melatonin and a number of other factors that keep the mitochondria cool and can actually improve the energy output of the mitochondria. SARS-CoV-2 virus, when it comes into the body, it interacts with something called the ACE2 receptor. You may have heard about the ACE2 receptor. Okay, this is where the virus
actually latches on to the cell and gets internalized. So what is this ACE2 receptor? Was this there for all of humanity just to be a receptor, or does it actually have a role? It turns out it actually has a role.
And mind-blowingly, the ACE2 receptor is involved in mitigating oxidative stress. So in other words, it's another part of the cell's cooling system for the mitochondria. What's happening is that the virus, when it attaches to the cell, is basically eliminating that action. Tendency is to do is because it's knocking out everybody's ACE2 receptor, which has the ability to cool down the engine, in other words, it's causing everybody's engine to run hot. That people who came into the hospital and had higher levels of vitamin D did really well. They didn't die. They didn't have the same chances of dying. People who had low vitamin D levels, they had much higher chances of dying.